The massive research facility hummed with electric anticipation. Dr. Kim looked out across the sprawling quantum engineering complex, her eyes fixed on the most ambitious project humanity had ever conceived. The quantum resolve was more than just a battleship. It was a mathematical miracle, a technological leap that would change everything. 17 years of research had led to this moment. Funding from the Global Defense Council had been relentless, pushing the boundaries of quantum mechanics beyond what anyone thought possible. Most scientists had called the project impossible. They said manipulating quantum states for military purposes was nothing more than a fantasy, but Dr. Kim knew different. The ship's hull gleamed with a strange metallic surface that seemed to shimmer and shift, even when perfectly still. Advanced sensors and quantum processors were embedded into every centimeter of its structure. Each component was designed to interact with multiple realities simultaneously, creating a defensive mechanism that defied traditional understanding of physics. Captain J. Park walked slowly around the vessel. His military background combined with a deep understanding of theoretical physics made him the perfect commander for this unprecedented mission. He touched the hull, feeling a subtle vibration that suggested something extraordinary was happening. At the molecular level, the quantum locks are stable, a young engineer named Lee reported, checking multiple holographic displays. We're seeing consistent probability matrices across all potential quantum states. The ship represented humanity's response to the growing alien threat. For decades, Earth had detected signals and encountered evidence of advanced civilizations. Some were curious, some were hostile. The quantum resolve was humanity's insurance policy, a weapon so advanced it could potentially neutralize any extraterrestrial challenge. Dr. Kim explained the core concept to the assembled team. The ship could exist in multiple quantum states, simultaneously, effectively making it nearly impossible to damage. Traditional weapons would pass through its quantum-shifted matter, while its own weapons could strike from realities that hadn't yet manifested. "Imagine," she said, her voice calm and precise, "a ship that can predict and counter attacks before they even occur. A vessel that can be in multiple locations at once, that can dodge incoming fire by simply existing in a different quantum reality." Engineering team listened in hushed silence. This wasn't just another military project. This was a fundamental reimagining of warfare, of existence itself. Extensive simulations had been run. Thousands of potential scenarios had been tested. The results were consistently shocking. The quantum resolve could theoretically survive attacks that would obliterate entire planetary defense fleets. Captain Park reviewed the mission parameters. Their first objective was a defensive one, to demonstrate humanity's technological capabilities and potentially deter any aggressive alien civilizations. The ship wasn't just a weapon, it was a message, a declaration that humanity had arrived on the galactic stage. The final system checks were meticulous. Every quantum processor, every probability calculation, every potential interaction was examined with extreme care. One small error could mean the difference between success and total failure. As night fell over the research complex, the team worked with a sense of quiet excitement. They knew they were witnessing something historic. The quantum resolve represented more than a technological achievement. It was proof of human potential, of our species' ability to understand and manipulate the fundamental laws of the universe. Dr. Kim watched the ship, her reflection dancing across its strange, shifting surface. Years of work, countless sleepless nights, mountains of data. All of it had led to this moment. Humanity was about to take its first true step into a larger, more complex universe. The countdown to the first quantum activation began. Tension filled the massive hangar. Everyone held their breath, waiting to see if their impossible dream would become reality. In that moment, everything changed. The quantum resolve hummed to life, its quantum locks engaging, reality itself seeming to bend and twist around its incredible form. Humanity's most advanced weapon was ready. The alien fleet appeared without warning, massive and intimidating against the endless black of space. Their ships were angular, covered in sharp metallic plates that reflected starlight like broken mirrors. The collective's communication systems buzzed with arrogance, broadcasting messages of imminent destruction. Captain J. Park stood calm on the bridge of the Quantum Resolve. His crew moved with practiced efficiency, each member understanding their critical role. The ship's quantum systems hummed softly, a gentle vibration that suggested something extraordinary was about to happen. Incoming weapon signatures detected, reported Lieutenant Lee, her fingers dancing across holographic displays. Multiple high-energy plasma cannons charging. Estimated time to first strike 47 seconds. The alien commander broadcast a standard invasion message. Their words translated roughly to, "Surrender or be destroyed. Your civilization means nothing to us." Park simply watched. The first wave of plasma weapons fired. Massive energy bursts that could obliterate standard military vessels erupted toward the Quantum Resolve. Each blast carried enough destructive power to vaporize entire planetary defense platforms. But something unexpected happened. The plasma passed through the ship, literally passed through, as if the Quantum Resolve existed in a different reality simultaneously. Where a normal vessel would have been instantly destroyed, this ship simply continued operating, its quantum locks shifting and adapting with mathematical precision. Alien sensors went crazy. Their targeting systems reported impossible readings. How could a ship absorb zero damage from direct concentrated attacks? Quantum stabilization at 99.8%, the ship's artificial intelligence reported. No structural compromise detected. The alien fleet's communication channels erupted in confusion. Their most powerful weapons had no effect. Each successive attack simply passed through the human vessel like a ghost, leaving no trace, causing no damage. Park allowed himself a small smile. This was exactly what their simulations had predicted. More attacks came. Energy weapons, kinetic projectiles, molecular disruptors. Each weapon type was designed to destroy matter through different mechanisms. Each failed completely. The Quantum Resolve wasn't just defending. It was demonstrating humanity's technological superiority in the most dramatic way possible. Lieutenant Kim began calculating potential counter-strategies. The ship's quantum systems could not just defend, but could potentially strike from quantum states the aliens couldn't even perceive. Their technology was so advanced it bordered on magic. "Recommend minimal engagement," Park said quietly. "We're here to demonstrate, not destroy." The alien fleet began to scatter. Their tight formation dissolved as panic spread. Reports raced through their communication networks about an impossible human vessel that couldn't be damaged. Some ships attempted retreat. Others continued futile attacks. A few seemed frozen in place, their crews struggling to comprehend what was happening. One alien commander broadcast a desperate message. "What are you? How is this possible?" Park's response was simple and direct. "We are human, and this is just the beginning." The quantum locks continued their complex dance, shifting probabilities faster than any organic mind could comprehend. The Quantum Resolve existed everywhere and nowhere, a mathematical paradox made real. Hours passed. The alien fleet, once confident of total victory, now approached with fear and confusion. Their most advanced weapons had become useless. Their strategic calculations meant nothing. Humanity had just changed the rules of warfare forever. As the last alien ships retreated, Captain Park knew this was more than a battle. This was a message to the entire galaxy. Humanity was no longer a species to be underestimated. The Quantum Resolve had spoken, and the universe was listening. The stars seemed to bend around the Quantum Resolve as it moved through deep space. Captain Park watched the tactical displays, understanding that this mission was about more than just combat. It was about demonstrating humanity's technological evolution. Alien scout ships had been tracking them for weeks. The collective wanted to understand the mysterious vessel that had humiliated their first invasion fleet. They didn't realize they were walking into a trap designed by the most brilliant human minds. Lieutenant Kim's fingers moved across quantum probability matrices. Each movement calculated potential outcomes faster than any computer had ever done before. The ship could predict enemy movements before the aliens themselves knew their own strategies. Multiple approach vectors detected, she reported. Enemy fleet attempting surrounding maneuver. The alien ships moved with what they believed was perfect coordination. 12 battle cruisers, each the size of a small moon, positioned themselves in a complex, geometric formation. Their weapons charged, targeting systems locked, confident in their numerical superiority. Captain Park didn't even flinch. The quantum resolve existed in multiple quantum states simultaneously. While the alien weapons charged, the ship was already calculating thousands of potential counteractions. Its quantum locks meant it could literally shift through potential realities, making traditional targeting impossible. The first wave of attacks came, massive energy bursts that could obliterate entire planetary defense systems. But instead of impact, the weapons passed through empty space where the ship had been milliseconds before. Alien communication channels filled with confusion and panic. One by one, the collective's most advanced battlecruisers found themselves under attack from impossible angles. The quantum resolve struck from quantum states the aliens couldn't even comprehend. Weapons appeared to emerge from nowhere, destroying critical systems with surgical precision. Tactical efficiency at 99.7%, the ship's AI reported. 0 human casualties. Enemy fleet losing operational capacity. The battle wasn't just a demonstration of technological superiority. It was a complete psychological dismantling of an advanced alien civilization's military confidence. Some alien ships tried desperate escape maneuvers. Others attempted increasingly complex attack patterns. Nothing worked. The quantum resolve moved like a mathematical ghost, predicting and countering every possible strategy before it could be implemented. Lieutenant Lee watched in amazement. "They can't even understand how we're doing this," she whispered. "Captain." Park understood the deeper strategy. This wasn't just about winning a battle. It was about sending a message to the entire galaxy. Humanity was no longer a young, inexperienced species. They had arrived with technologies that defied conventional understanding. Hours passed. The once mighty alien fleet was reduced to scattered, damaged vessels. Their communication networks collapsed under the weight of impossible data. How could a single ship defeat an entire advanced military force? The quantum resolve's quantum locks continued their complex dance. Mathematical probabilities shifted faster than organic minds could comprehend. Each movement was a calculated symphony of potential realities. As the last alien ships retreated, Captain Park knew they had achieved something historic. This wasn't just a military victory. This was a fundamental shift in galactic power dynamics. Humanity had just shown the universe that they were not to be underestimated. The ship's systems hummed softly, a gentle reminder of the incredible technology that had just rewritten the rules of warfare. Quantum mechanics was no longer just a scientific theory. It was a weapon, a shield, a message. "We are here," the quantum resolve seemed to say, "and we are ready." The stars continued their silent dance, bearing witness to humanity's greatest technological achievement. The story of the quantum resolve spread through alien communication networks like a wildfire. Every species heard about the human ship that could not be destroyed. Rumors grew, transforming the vessel from a mere technological marvel into something almost mythical. Alien commanders watched transmission logs in disbelief. One single human ship had defeated entire battle groups without suffering a single point of damage. The psychological impact was devastating. Communication intercepts revealed growing panic. Alien military leaders argued about strategies. Some demanded aggressive attacks. Others recommended complete retreat. Fear had replaced their previous confidence. Captain Park understood psychological warfare better than traditional combat. The ship was more than a weapon. It was a message. A declaration that humanity could think and adapt in ways no other civilization could comprehend. The quantum resolve didn't need to destroy everything. Its very existence was enough to create total psychological collapse. Alien spy networks began spreading wild stories. Some claimed the ship could teleport. Others suggested it could predict future events. Each rumor made the vessel more terrifying. Truth became less important than the growing legend. Lieutenant Kim monitored communication channels. "They're military. Communication networks are breaking down," she reported. "Panic is spreading faster than information." Entire alien civilizations started discussing the mysterious human vessel. Children heard stories about a ghost ship that could not be touched. Military academies studied its impossible strategies. Philosophers debated its technological implications. The collective's leadership realized they faced something beyond traditional warfare. This wasn't about destroying enemies. This was about completely reshaping their understanding of technological possibility. Some alien societies began broadcasting surrender messages. They didn't want conflict. They wanted to understand. Captain Park watched these developments with calm precision. Every communication, every rumor, every whispered story was part of a larger strategy. Humanity was demonstrating its potential without firing a single aggressive shot. The ship's quantum locks continued their complex mathematical dance. Each moment represented thousands of potential realities, shifting and adapting faster than organic minds could comprehend. Alien military formations began dissolving. Units that once seemed invincible now appeared fragile. The psychological weight of the quantum resolve's existence was more destructive than any weapon. "We are changing galactic dynamics," Park told his crew, without destroying a single alien life. Lieutenant Lee tracked the spreading information. News of the human ship traveled faster than light, transforming perceptions across multiple star systems. Fear, respect, and wonder mixed together in a complex emotional landscape. The quantum resolve became a symbol, not just of human technological achievement, but of a different approach to conflict. Demonstration instead of destruction. Strategy instead of violence. Alien diplomatic channels started requesting communication. They wanted to understand, to learn, to negotiate. Humanity had found a way to reshape galactic power dynamics through pure technological demonstration. As star systems watched and waited, the quantum resolve continued its silent journey. One ship, unlimited potential. A mathematical miracle that had changed everything. The universe would never be the same. Captain Park allowed himself a small smile. They had achieved something remarkable, not through violence, but through the pure power of human imagination. The quantum locks hummed softly, a gentle reminder of humanity's incredible potential. "We are here," the ship seemed to say, "and we are just getting started." The diplomatic conference hall buzzed with tension. Representatives from dozens of alien civilizations sat carefully, their eyes fixed on the human delegation. Captain J. Park stood at the center, the quantum resolve's quantum signature subtly visible behind him through holographic displays. No one spoke for several minutes. The weight of recent events hung heavy in the room. The collective's primary ambassador, a tall crystalline being named Zorn, finally broke the silence. "We want to understand," he said, his translator rendering the words in perfect human language. Park remained calm. He knew this moment was about more than just one battle. This was about reshaping galactic relationships. "Understanding requires mutual respect," Park responded. "Technology is not a weapon, it's a bridge." Alien representatives leaned forward. They had heard stories about the impossible human ship. Now they wanted to see the thinking behind its creation. Dr. Kim, the quantum engineer, began explaining the ship's core principles. She spoke about probability, quantum mechanics, and humanity's approach to problem solving. Her words were simple but profound. "We don't seek to destroy," she explained. "We seek to understand." The diplomatic hall transformed. What could have been a hostile meeting became a learning experience. Alien civilizations saw humanity not as a threat, but as a potential partner. Zorn asked detailed questions about quantum technology. Other representatives requested technical exchanges. The human delegation remained open, sharing knowledge without revealing critical military secrets. Captain Park understood the deeper strategy. This wasn't just a diplomatic meeting. This was humanity's introduction to the galactic community. The quantum resolve's quantum signature seemed to pulse gently in the background, a silent reminder of human potential. Its very existence changed the conversation's dynamics. Alien ambassadors began discussing potential collaboration, scientific exchanges, technology sharing, cultural understanding. Lieutenant Lee monitored communication channels. The shift in galactic perception was happening in real time. Fear was transforming into curiosity. Hours passed. Discussions moved from military concerns to potential cooperative projects. Humanity had shown its technological capability. Now it was showing its diplomatic maturity. "We are not conquerors," Park explained. "We are explorers. We seek knowledge, not territory." The alien representatives listened carefully. The story of the quantum resolve had spread across multiple star systems. They knew this was no ordinary diplomatic meeting. Dr. Kim demonstrated small quantum projection technologies, simple devices that could help agricultural development, medical research, communication infrastructure, practical applications that showed humanity's commitment to collective progress. Zorn studied the demonstrations with growing respect. The human approach was different, not about domination, but collaboration. As the conference progressed, preliminary agreements took shape. Technology exchanges, research collaborations, mutual defense protocols that respected each civilization's sovereignty. The quantum resolve remained a silent witness. Its quantum locks continued their complex mathematical dance, a reminder of the incredible potential of human innovation. Captain Park knew this was just the beginning. One ship had changed galactic dynamics. One demonstration of technological capability had opened doors previously thought impossible. Alien ambassadors began signing initial cooperation treaties. The diplomatic hall, once filled with tension, now hummed with potential. Lieutenant Lee whispered to her colleague, "We're not just changing military strategies. We're changing how civilizations interact." As the conference concluded, something fundamental had shifted. Humanity was no longer an unknown, potentially threatening species. They were partners, potential allies. The quantum resolve had done more than win a battle. It had transformed galactic relationships. Captain Park looked out across the diplomatic hall. The future was not about conflict. It was about understanding.